You've been trying to sleep better. You've cut back on screen time. You've taken your evening walk. You've even tried warm milk and chamomile tea. But somehow you still wake up groggy, restless, tossing and turning in the middle of the night. And you wonder, is this just part of aging? The answer might surprise you, because what many people over 65 don't realize is this. It's not just how you sleep, it's what you eat, right before you sleep. That seemingly innocent bowl of cereal, that slice of fruit, even that healthy nighttime snack bar, they might all be doing more harm than good when eaten after dark. In fact, recent studies have shown that certain foods can spike your blood sugar at night, trigger silent acid reflux while you're lying down, or even increase the risk of heart problems during sleep. And the worst part? Some of the biggest offenders are the foods we think are safe, or even healthy. In today's video, we're going to reveal 9 foods seniors over 65 should never eat before bed. These aren't just trendy health tips. They're science-backed insights that could change the way you sleep, feel, and function each day. And food number 3? It's in almost every kitchen in America. It's cheap, convenient, and easy to reach for late at night. But it's also one of the biggest sleep disruptors for older adults. If you're serious about improving your sleep, protecting your heart, and feeling more refreshed in the morning, stay with me. Because once you know what to avoid, you'll be able to make better choices that help your body heal, not hurt, while you rest. Let's get into it. As we get older, our bodies don't work quite the same way they used to. And that includes how we digest food. After 65, our metabolism naturally slows down. That means our body takes longer to break down meals, especially heavy or rich foods. What we eat stays in our system longer. And when we lie down soon after eating, that food can push back up into the esophagus. That's when heartburn, acid reflux, and even coughing at night can start to creep in. And it's not just digestion. Our blood sugar becomes more sensitive too. Foods that didn't affect us in our 40s or 50s might now cause sudden sugar spikes, followed by crashes during the night that interrupt deep, restorative sleep. And there's one more thing. Our bodies become less efficient at producing melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. Some foods, especially those high in sugar or caffeine, can make it even harder to drift off or stay asleep. So when people say, "Oh, I've always had a snack before bed and never had problems," they might not realize, at 65 and beyond, the rules change. That's why being mindful of what you eat before bedtime isn't just about comfort. It's about giving your body the chance to rest, repair, and reset. Because during the night, your body is doing important work, healing cells, regulating hormones, and protecting your brain and heart. The right food choices can support all of that. The wrong ones, they can quietly undo it. In just a moment, we'll dive into the 9 specific foods to avoid and offer you some simple, sleep-friendly swaps you can start using tonight. Food number 9 is chocolate, especially dark chocolate. Now I know what you're thinking. A little chocolate after dinner? What harm could it possibly do? The truth is, quite a bit. Chocolate, especially the darker kind, contains caffeine. And while it may not seem like much, even small amounts of caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours, especially as we get older. Your body just doesn't clear it out as quickly as it used to. So that little square of chocolate after dinner, it might still be working against you at midnight, keeping your brain just alert enough to delay deep, restful sleep. But chocolate isn't the only culprit. Caffeine hides in other foods too. Coffee-flavored desserts like mocha ice cream, energy bars marketed as healthy, Even some pain relievers and so-called decaf drinks still contain small amounts of caffeine. And here's the thing. After 65, our sensitivity to stimulants goes up. So while these foods might not have bothered you at 45, now they might be the very reason you're tossing and turning at night. So what's the solution? If you enjoy a treat in the evening, swap the chocolate for something gentle on your system. A few slices of banana, a small handful of unsalted almonds, or a warm, caffeine-free herbal tea like chamomile or peppermint. They won't just satisfy your cravings, they'll actually help your body wind down and get ready for the rest it truly needs. So remember, hidden caffeine may seem small, but for your sleep, it can make a big difference. Food number 8 is citrus fruits. Yes, I'm talking about oranges, grapefruits, lemon water, fruits most of us have always thought of as healthy, refreshing, and natural. And they are. Citrus fruits are full of vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. But here's something many people don't realize, especially as we get older. Citrus is also highly acidic. That acidity may not bother a younger stomach. But after 65, our digestive system tends to slow down. The valve that keeps stomach acid where it belongs, the lower esophageal sphincter, becomes a little weaker with age. So when you eat acidic foods close to bedtime, it can cause something called silent reflux. You might not feel heartburn right away, but you may notice a sore throat in the morning, a dry cough, or that uncomfortable sensation of waking up during the night for no clear reason. And it's not just about reflux. Citrus fruits, especially grapefruit, can interact with certain medications, including common prescriptions for blood pressure and cholesterol. Taken too close to bedtime, they might not allow your medicine to work the way it should. So what's a better option? If you want something light and refreshing in the evening, try a few slices of pear or half a banana. Both are gentle on the stomach, naturally sweet, and won't send acid levels soaring. You don't have to give up citrus entirely. Just be mindful of when you eat it. Enjoy it earlier in the day when your body is upright and active, and your digestion is working at full strength. At night, think soothing, not stimulating. It's one small shift, but for many people, it makes a world of difference.
Food number 7 is fried and fatty foods. That means fried chicken, French fries, bacon, buttery pastries, even that slice of leftover pizza you might warm up for a late-night snack. Now let's pause for a second. Because yes, these foods taste good. They're crispy, comforting, familiar. And sometimes, after a long day, a little something rich or indulgent can feel like just the treat you need. But here's what your body might be thinking behind the scenes. Fried and fatty foods take longer to digest. They sit heavier in the stomach. So when you eat them close to bedtime, your digestive system doesn't get a chance to rest. Instead of slowing down for the night, it's stuck working overtime. And that's not all. These types of foods can relax the muscles in your digestive tract, including the one that keeps stomach acid from rising. That means you're more likely to experience acid reflux, bloating, and that uncomfortable, full feeling that keeps you from falling asleep. Ever go to bed and feel like your stomach is still busy? That's exactly it. Your body's still trying to process the fats, the oils, and all the extras it wasn't ready for. The result? Restless sleep, or waking up in the middle of the night with that bloated, burning, or unsettled feeling. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up fried foods forever, but try to enjoy them earlier in the day, at lunch, or maybe an early dinner. And in the evening, opt for something lighter. A small portion of steamed vegetables, a piece of grilled or baked chicken, or even a boiled egg with a bit of whole grain toast. Simple, gentle, easy to digest. Your body is smart. But after 65, it needs a little more kindness to do its best work. And what you eat before bed is one of the most powerful ways to support it. Food number 6 is spicy foods. Chili, hot sauce, jalapenos, curry dishes with a kick. For many people, these flavors bring meals to life. And here's a common belief. Spicy food is healthy. It boosts metabolism, clears the sinuses, and adds excitement to boring meals. And to be fair, there's some truth in that. Spices like turmeric, ginger, and even chili peppers can have health benefits. But here's the part most people don't talk about. Spicy foods at night, especially after age 65, can seriously disrupt your sleep. You see, spicy foods naturally increase your body's temperature. That might not sound like a big deal, but your body needs to cool down at night in order to fall asleep. It's part of your natural sleep cycle. When you eat something hot and spicy too close to bedtime, it can keep your core temperature elevated for hours, making it harder for your brain to get the "it's time to sleep" signal. And then there's the digestion issue. Spicy foods can irritate the lining of your stomach, especially if you have acid reflux or a sensitive gut. This irritation can lead to heartburn, bloating, and discomfort that wakes you up in the middle of the night or keeps you from falling asleep at all. So yes, spicy food can be good for you, but timing matters. What works at lunchtime may work against you at 9 p.m. If you love bold flavors but want to sleep better, try this. Use warming spices like cinnamon, turmeric, or mild ginger in small amounts. Skip the heat, but keep the flavor. And if you do have something spicy, make sure it's at least 4 to 5 hours before bedtime. Your stomach and your sleep will thank you. Food number 5 is processed meats. That includes things like bacon, sausages, cold cuts, deli ham, and even those quick little meat snacks people keep in the fridge. Now here's what most people choose. You're feeling a little hungry before bed. You want something savory, maybe a bit salty. You open the fridge, and there it is. A slice or two of deli meat. Easy, fast, no cooking. Feels like the perfect bite to hold you over. But here's what your body actually needs. Something gentle, low in sodium, and clean. You see, processed meats are loaded with salt, preservatives, and chemicals like nitrates. And that high sodium content doesn't just affect your blood pressure. It also leads to fluid retention, which means you might wake up in the middle of the night feeling bloated, or worse, needing to use the bathroom several times before morning. Not exactly the recipe for a good night's sleep. And if you're already managing conditions like high blood pressure, kidney issues, or heart disease, these salty snacks before bed can quietly work against the progress you're trying so hard to make. So what's a better choice? Instead of reaching for ham or sausage, try something simple like a hard-boiled egg, or a few slices of grilled chicken breast made earlier in the day. These give you protein, without the added salt or preservatives. They're easier on your heart, easier on your digestion, and less likely to interrupt your sleep. Think of it this way. Processed meats are built for shelf life. But you are built for real life. And your body deserves something real, especially at night when it's trying to rest and repair. Choose food that helps you heal, not food that makes your body work harder. Food number 4 is ice cream. Now let's be honest. Who doesn't have this moment once in a while? You walk into the kitchen after dinner, you open the freezer, and there it is, your favorite tub of vanilla, chocolate, or maybe butter pecan, waiting for you. You think to yourself, it's just a little bowl. I've been good today. I deserve something sweet. Besides, it helps me relax before bed. It's comforting. It's cold. It's creamy. And yes, it tastes amazing. But here's what we don't often ask ourselves. How does this affect my body? Not just now, but overnight. Ice cream may feel like it's helping you unwind, but in reality, it's doing just the opposite. It's loaded with sugar, which can spike your blood sugar right before bed, then crash it in the middle of the night. That crash can wake you up, make you restless, or even cause you to feel anxious or sweaty in your sleep. And let's not forget the fat. Ice cream is full of saturated fat, which takes time and effort to digest. Your stomach has to stay active instead of slowing down for the night. That means more tossing, more turning, and less true rest. Not to mention, for some people over 65, dairy becomes harder to digest. You may not feel it right away, but bloating, discomfort, or an unsettled gut can sneak up on you hours later. So, what's the alternative? If you still want something cool and satisfying, try this. Frozen banana slices, or blended fruit with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. It's naturally sweet, gentle on your system, and gives your body support, not stress. Because yes, you do deserve something comforting at night. But the best kind of comfort is the kind that helps you feel better, not worse. Let your late night treat be kind to your sleep, your heart, and your digestion. You'll thank yourself in the morning. Food number 3 is cereal with milk. It's a simple habit. You've probably done it for years, maybe even decades. Dinner was early. It's almost bedtime. You're not hungry enough for a full meal, but you want just a little something. So, you reach for the cereal box. Pour a bit into a bowl. Add some milk. You sit down, maybe watch the evening news, and it feels comforting. No grease, no sugar cubes, just cereal and milk. Harmless, right? Well, not exactly. Here's what happens behind the scenes. Most boxed cereals, even the ones labeled whole grain or heart healthy, are packed with refined carbs and hidden sugars. These ingredients digest quickly, sending your blood sugar soaring, and just a few hours later, it crashes. That crash often hits around 2 or 3 in the morning, right when your body should be in its deepest sleep. And milk? For some older adults, the natural sugar in milk, called lactose, becomes harder to process with age. You may not notice it while you're awake, but your digestive system does. It stays busy instead of resting, and you stay restless instead of recharging. The result? You fall asleep. But you don't stay asleep. You wake up feeling tired, or foggy, or like you never really rested at all. So here's a gentle shift you can make. Instead of cereal, try a small bowl of unsweetened oatmeal with a few slices of banana or berries. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a teaspoon of flaxseed. It's still warm, still comforting, but it digests more slowly, supports steady blood sugar, and gives your body what it truly needs at night. We often think comfort comes from what's familiar, but real comfort comes from what helps us feel better tomorrow. Food number 2 is alcohol. Yes, wine, whiskey, beer, a small glass of something to wind down at night. For many people, especially after retirement, this has become a quiet tradition, a way to relax, a social ritual, or even a reward for a long day well spent. And let's be honest, a glass of red wine with dinner, a nightcap before bed, it feels harmless. In fact, it may even feel helpful. It helps me fall asleep. It takes the edge off. Just one glass. I've done it for years. But here's the part that rarely gets talked about. Alcohol can make you fall asleep faster. Yes. But it also prevents your brain from staying asleep deeply. You miss out on the most important stage of rest, REM sleep, the stage that repairs memory, mood, heart function, and even immune response. So while you may drift off more easily, you're more likely to wake up at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., groggy, dry-mouthed, maybe even a bit anxious, without knowing why. And as we age, the body processes alcohol more slowly. What your system handled easily at 40 now lingers longer, affects balance, blood pressure, hydration, and how your medications work.
Does that mean you have to give it up completely? Not necessarily. But it does mean timing matters. If you enjoy a drink, try having it earlier, 4 to 5 hours before bed, and hydrate well with water. If you're just looking for something to relax you at night, consider a warm herbal tea, or even a ritual that soothes your mind, like gentle music, a short book, or a few moments of quiet reflection. Because rest isn't just about falling asleep, it's about staying asleep, deeply, and waking up feeling steady, clear, and truly restored. Sometimes, the smallest changes give us back the peace we didn't know we were missing. Food number 1 is energy bars and so-called healthy snacks. You know the ones, the small packaged bars that say things like low-fat, all-natural, protein-packed, or organic energy. They sit right by the checkout counter or on the kitchen shelf, looking like a smart choice when you need just a little something before bed. And let's be fair, these bars do seem better than chips or cookies. They have oats, nuts, maybe even dried fruit. The packaging is clean, modern, trustworthy. So it's easy to believe this is healthy. It's quick, convenient, and good for me, especially before bed. But here's the truth, especially after 65. Most energy bars are anything but sleep-friendly. Many of them are packed with added sugars, artificial sweeteners, and stimulants like green tea extract, or even hidden caffeine. They're designed to give you energy, not help you rest, which is the exact opposite of what your body needs at night. Some of them even contain processed protein powders and sugar alcohols, which can cause bloating or stomach discomfort in older adults. So, while the label says clean, your body may be reacting with confusion. Your blood sugar spikes, then drops. Your stomach stays busy. Your mind doesn't settle. And you wake up wondering why you feel more tired than the night before. So what can you do instead? Go simple. Try a small handful of walnuts or almonds, or half a banana with a spoonful of almond butter. These are whole, real foods that nourish your brain and gently support your sleep cycle. Remember this, just because something is sold as healthy doesn't mean it's right for your body, especially at night and especially now. Give your body peace, not packaging. After hearing all the don'ts, you might be wondering, so what can I eat before bed? What if I'm a little hungry? Do I just drink water and go to sleep feeling empty? Not at all. Because here's the truth. You don't need to go to bed hungry. You just need to give your body the kind of food that supports rest, not stress. At night, your body wants peace. It wants nutrients that calm, not excite, that stabilize, not spike. So let me share with you a few simple, delicious options. Each one gentle, satisfying, and kind to your body after 65. Option 1. Half a banana with a spoonful of almond butter. The banana gives you natural magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that help your muscles relax. The almond butter adds healthy fat and a bit of protein, keeping your blood sugar stable through the night. Option 2. A small bowl of warm oatmeal, but not the instant kind full of sugar. Just plain oats with a dash of cinnamon, maybe some chia seeds or a few berries on top. It's cozy, filling, and keeps your digestion calm. Option 3. A cup of warm, unsweetened almond milk or chamomile tea. Soothing, gentle. A bedtime signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Option 4. Greek yogurt with a few slices of fruit. Rich in protein, low in sugar, and naturally calming. If dairy is still easy on your system, this one's a winner. These aren't fancy meals. They're not trendy, but they're what your body recognizes. They help your heart, your sleep, your digestion, and your energy the next day.
And sometimes, the most powerful health choices are the quiet ones, the ones you make in the kitchen at 8:30 p.m. When you pause and give your body what it truly needs, not just what habit or impulse might suggest. So yes, you can eat before bed, but now you can do it in a way that helps you wake up rested, clear, and ready for tomorrow. So there you have it, 9 foods to avoid before bed, and a few better ones to choose instead. Now, maybe some of these came as a surprise. Maybe you recognized a few habits you've had for years, and that's okay. Because change doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to be intentional. Taking care of yourself after 65 isn't about chasing perfection. It's about making small, thoughtful choices. The kind that help you feel better tomorrow than you did yesterday. And tonight, you have that choice. You can let your body rest, truly rest. You can give your heart, your mind, your digestion the peace they deserve. And you can wake up with more clarity, more calm, and more energy for the life you still want to live fully. Because let me remind you of something important. You are not too old to change. You are not too late to improve. You are right on time to take care of yourself, to sleep better, to feel better, to live better. And if this video helped you learn even one thing that brings you closer to that, then it's already a win. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're here every week with more tips, encouragement, and practical health wisdom for your best years yet. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Take care of yourself. Sleep well tonight. And I'll see you in the next video.